Senator Blackburn.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and congratulations to each of you. Mr. Bars, I want to come to you. I know that Chairman Cruz talked to you about the fake CDLs, but there is another issue that we've heard a good bit about, and it is during the Obama years, they would not prohibit individuals who did not speak English, could not read English, from having commercial driver's licenses. And one of the things that Secretary Duffy has done is to look at this and to end this practice. It is a public safety issue. So I would like for you to speak for a moment about the need to have people that can read and speak English as the commercial drivers and making our highway safer.
Thank you, Senator, for the question. And you're right, and I've mentioned in my opening statement, of course, my career speaks for itself as, in law enforcement. And I have been a roadside inspector and inspecting commercial motor vehicles and understand that the difficulty that it places on me as the inspector of having to communicate with someone who cannot communicate with you. As an inspector, if I'm going to do a level 1 inspection, which is doing a full inspection of that vehicle, and having to get up under and check brakes and so forth, I need to be able to communicate with that driver, not only for the safety of the roadway drivers, but also me as the inspector if I'm going to inspect that truck. So it's extremely important that that driver is able to at least have a conversation, understand the commands, and understand our road signs for safety. It's safety first, and that's where I believe my experience comes into this as understanding the effects that it plays on roadside as well.
Well, we are a logistics hub in Tennessee.
Yes, ma'am.
And the Memphis area with all 5 Class 1 railroads, with the port, with FedEx. So this is something that during previous administrations, there was quite a bit of concern. Mr. Morrison, I'd like to come to you. Auto engineering and innovation is something we do very well in Tennessee, as we have several of the automakers there, and we want to continue to set the pace when it comes to auto innovation. Autonomous vehicles are something that there's a lot of work being done around these, and we want to make certain that we are setting the standards on this, that it's not China or someone else that is setting the standards. And what I'd like to hear from you is what specific steps you feel like you can take so that we stay in that driver's seat, if you will, when it comes to global auto and autonomous innovation.
Fantastic question, Senator, and thank you for asking it. I think from what I've heard from industry over the last several years is there may have been a bit of a lack of federal leadership in this space, and that means a lot of engagement with industry to understand the technology, what are the protocols for development and future deployment plans. The last thing you want to be in industry is spending billions and billions of dollars down a particular technological pathway and then have the federal government shut the door on that pathway. That has a major chilling effect on investment, and that's something we have to avoid. So and
we need national standards.
Yeah, absolutely, and you may have heard Secretary Duffy has made a core part of his mission establishing a federal framework for AV policy, and that's something I'm very excited to work with him on.
Right. One item I do want to highlight with you, there's legislation, the She Drives Act. This is something Senator Fisher and I have worked on. Now, what we know is that women are 75% more likely to be injured and 17% more likely to die in auto crashes. And one of the gaping holes, if you will, was that crash test dummies were all male configurations and not female. And so this would require utilization of those female crash dummies as you're doing these tests. So I just want to highlight that with you as you are modernizing testing protocols, that consideration needs to be given in that regard. And my time is about to run out, so I will get you to do this one on the record for me, a response on the record. The 2022 GAO report showed that NHTSA failed to complete 17 of 22 mandated rulemakings by their deadlines. And these deadlines are set in law. They are not suggestions. They are requirements. So I would like to have you submit to me what you will do to decrease these long delays when it comes to the rulemaking and implementations. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.